Meet aFIRmate, the browser-based FIR filter design tool that requires zero installation. The workflow is simple. Load your measurement, shape the response, and export a filter ready to use in any FIR-compatible processor. No setup, no hassle, just results. Everything starts with a measurement. aFIRmate imports .t, .xt or CSV files, the same format Smaart exports in ascii. Load it and instantly see the green curve, the real impulse response of your measured system. Magnitude on top, phase on the bottom. That's your starting point. Once loaded, the graph shows you exactly what you're working with. Magnitude on top, phase on the bottom. Keep the FIR result graph visible at all times so you can see exactly how the system will respond once the filter is applied. Use the FIR-min and FIR-max markers to focus the filter precisely on the frequency band that matters. So, we adjust the minimum and the maximum frequencies we want to affect. These two markers define the range where the filter will actually do its work. Everything outside stays untouched. Now the filter knows exactly where to focus. Let's move on to choosing what it actually corrects. The export mode defines what the filter corrects. Magnitude plus phase is the most complete correction. Magnitude only fixes tonal balance while leaving phase untouched, ideal when phase data isn't reliable. Phase only corrects timing without touching levels. Flatten response automates the correction, making the response flat for magnitude, phase, or both. Those are your main export options. But there's more. Let's go deeper. Minimum phase corrects with almost no latency, a small phase trade-off for near zero delay. Correct to EQ combines system correction and your custom EQ into a single filter. And toward target curve guides the system toward a specific profile instead of flat. In short, choose your target based on whether you want EQ only, flat correction, or correction toward a custom curve. EQ only exports just the equalization you designed as a FIR filter. And export reference captures the full picture. Measurement plus EQ, exactly as shown on screen. The orange curve is your reference. What you see is exactly what gets exported. Now let's talk about shaping that response with the EQ. The EQ is where you shape the response. Each point is a band. Drag horizontally to change frequency, vertically to adjust gain. You get shelf filters, parametric peaks, and all-pass filters for phase, all IIR-based. High-pass and low-pass filters sit in a dedicated zone, activated with the left and right arrows, applied on top of your EQ. You can also activate high-pass and low-pass filters. They sit in their own zone and stack on top of everything else. The goal isn't always a flat response. The target curve lets you define exactly where you want the system to land. Draw it by moving points, load it from a file, or pick a preset. Once set, the EQ aims for this profile instead of flat, giving you complete creative control. With the EQ dialed in, you can also define a target curve. So instead of correcting to flat, you correct to a shape you actually want. The key FIR parameter is taps. They control filter resolution. More taps mean more low-frequency detail, but also more latency. Jump between powers of 2 with the arrows, or type in an exact value. The window shapes the filter's character. For bass-heavy work, Tukey or Nuttall windows deliver a cleaner result with less pre-echo. Once your taps and window are set, the filter is ready. The export file is named automatically. Measurement, target, tap count. No guessing. When you're ready, export the FIR. The file is automatically named with the measurement, target, and tap count. Load it into your processor, and you're done. aFIRmate, model, verify, and export, all from your browser.